Hey y'all, it's Kelly Morgan, indie author, indie publisher, and this is another episode of The Author's Mic. So, I wanted to talk about marketing versus sales today. So, let's be real. As indie authors, we are expected to do everything. We write the book, edit the book, publish the book, promote the book, and sell the book. And somewhere in all that chaos, we confuse marketing, promotion, and sales because they all begin to look like the same thing. So the other day, I heard this really great analogy that broke down marketing and really explained it. And I really liked it. And so they broke it down using a circus. And so I'm going to use their same analogy, but then I'm going to give author examples where they give a circus examples. And you'll see what I mean as we go on. So let's break it down circus style. Okay. So, marketing. Marketing is when the circus is coming to town and you put up a sign that says, the circus is this Saturday. You're just letting people know that the circus exists. So, how does that relate to you as an author? An author example is this is when you make sure your book is listed online. It has a solid cover, it has a title, it exists on a bookshelf or a store. It's all about visibility. It's just discoverable. That is marketing, okay? Promotion, we're going back to the circus. Promotion is when you walk an elephant through town with that same sign, right? So now you've got this elephant, you've got the sign, circus coming to town, and now people are watching, talking, and paying attention. That is promotion. How does that relate to you as an author? So that's like doing a giveaway or running a launch event or showing up for a book fair. It grabs attention and it gets people buzzing and talking. Okay, so that's promotion. PR is when the local paper sees, oh, we're going, sorry, let me back up. We're going back to the circus analogy. So public relations or PR is when the local paper sees the elephant and then writes a story. You didn't pay for it, but boom, you're in the headlines. So an author example, think of getting interviewed on a podcast or landing a blog feature or being reviewed by a book grammar or something like that. Somebody who loved your book. You didn't ask, but they shared it. That's PR. That's public relations. Okay, going back to the circus analogy, branding. Branding would be how the town feels about your circus. You get the mayor to talk about it. You tell your story. You build your vibe. That's branding. How does that relate back to authors? So your tone, your book themes, your message. It's what people associate you with. Are you funny? Are you vulnerable? Are you edgy? Are you empowering? That's your brand. So for example, Bright-Headed Publishing, my brand is I represent underrepresented voices. I want to help you get your words out there. That's my brand. Okay, so now we're going back to the circus analogy. Sales? Well, sales is when you say, hey, tickets, $10. Come on, come one and all, buy tickets, $10. That's sales. That's the ask. And that is where the money happens. So, author example, that's when you say, hey, go grab your copy today. That's when you give them a call to action. Order your book today. Get a copy today. That's when you actually sell a book. There's no fluff. It is a direct call to action. It is the close. So those are what that's the way that marketing was broke down. And so when they put it in the circus analogy, and then I could relate it back to the author and what I'm doing, it totally made sense. So let me break it down for you one more time. So I went over marketing, and that's when the circus is coming to town, and that's when you make sure your book is out there. Promotion, that's when you walk the elephant through town with the sign, and now people are watching, and that's when for you you're like giving a giveaway, or you're having a launch event, or your book fair, or a book signing. That is promotion. public relations, blah, 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 public relations, PR. That's when maybe you get interviewed on a podcast. But that's when the local newspaper writes the story about the elephant and you didn't ask them to, but now you're in the headlines. So as an author, that's maybe when you're going on a podcast or maybe you're getting reviewed by an influencer. You didn't ask, but they did it and they shared it. That's PR. Branding is how the town feels about your circus. You get the mayor to talk about it, tell your story, you build a vibe. So as an author, when you're out there talking about your book, it's your tone, it's your book themes, it's your message. What do people associate you with? And sales? Well, in the circus, that's when you say, hey, come get a ticket, $10. As an author, that's when you say, get your copy today. It's a direct call to action. So that, in a nutshell, is marketing. So if you're just out there posting buy my book over and over, you're missing the other part of marketing that's only sales. So to build the momentum, you need to build the full circus. You need the awareness, you need the buzz, you need the credibility, you need the vibe, and then you need the pitch. So for me, my books, Wait for It and You Sound White, I'm building the whole circus. And as an indie author, you should too. So, if you go to my link tree, you will find everything that you need, tips, tricks, free guides, and that can help you get started as far as marketing and promotion. Man, I said a lot. That is a mouthful. That is a lot of information. All the more reason for you to become a part of this indie community that I am building, where we support real stories, real writers, and real readers. And this is how you can be a part of it. So if you are a reader, join the IRS. That is our book club. It is called the Indie Reader Society. We are reading my book first on June 15th. We are starting off with Wait for It. I hope you join us. The information is in the link tree. If you are an author, a poet, a creative, I invite you to come be a part of the Author's Mic. Pitch your book, tell your story, share knowledge. And if you're an author, you can also pitch your book to our book club to be read. So if you are looking to pitch a book club, why not start with the IRS? All the information to be on the author's mic and where to go and pitch your book is on the link tree. Also, if you are looking to purchase a copy of my book, and if you are, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you purchase directly from my website, I will sign it for you, and I'm offering free shipping. Again, all the information is on my link tree. So if you like the content that I bring you, please like, subscribe, share, whatever your vibe is, and help me build a real community. Let's build something real where we're not just chasing views and likes, but we're building a real community for real readers, real stories, and real authors. So, my name is Kelly. This has been the Author's Mic. Go out and make it a great day because you know what? I'm definitely going to try. We'll catch you next time. Bye.